When someone is not performing to their usual standard, they are commonly said to be off their what? A, game. B, tee. C, bat. D, rocker.
Lock in A.
Off their game is locked in. It's correct for $100. 200. The Mustang is a common breed of which animal? A, dog. B, sheep. C, horse. D, cow.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I think I'm going to pass.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a tactic, is it, Jane?
Yeah, well, I'm fairly confident, but just in case.
Catch you later, Jane. See ya. A vet. The Mustang is a common breed of which animal? Dog, sheep, horse, cow.
It's horse. I'll look in C, please.
It is a horse. It's locked in. Correct for $200. 300. In the lyrics to the Oasis hit Wonderwall, all the roads we have to walk are what? A, steep. B, dangerous. C, wet and slippery. D, winding.
I liked Oasis a fair bit back in the day, so I'll lock in D, winding, please.
Winding is locked in. It's correct for $300. From 1995, $500. Australia's premier tennis venue, Melbourne Park, has arenas named after champions Rod Laver and who else? A, Margaret Court. B, Yvonne Cawley. C, Ken Rosewall. D, Pat Rafter. Rod Laver and who? Margaret Court, Yvonne Cawley, Ken Rosewall, Pat Rafter.
I'm not 100% sure on this, Eddie, and
4 seconds.
So I'll take a pass on this one.
See you later, Darren. I'll just move you along a bit more.
I do know this one,
All
Eddie,
right, let's see if we go. Listen, Australia's premier tennis venue, Melbourne Park, has arenas named after champions Rod Laver and who else? Margaret Court, Yvonne Cawley, Ken Rosewall or Pat Rafter?
Could you lock in A, Margaret Court?
Lock in Margaret Court. Margaret Court. That's a good name for a tennis court, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't have to call it Margaret Court Court, wouldn't you? Correct for $500. Getting a new roof and extra seating on it as well. It's magnificent. $1,000. The popular variety of olive called Kalamata takes its name from a region in which country? A, Turkey. B, Italy. C, Portugal. D, Greece.
I should know this. It's a bit of a cooking question. Lock in B, Italy.
Final answer?
No.
Can pass.
Pass.
See ya. Thanks, Alison.
They're okay.
I didn't ask for your critique, I just want to know if you know them. The popular variety of olive called Kalamata takes its name from a region in which country? Turkey, Italy, Portugal, Greece.
Well, I was thinking Italy because olive's obviously popular there, but then I looked at the word and it sounds more Greek to me, and olive's popular there as well, so I'm going to lock in D, Eddie, Greece.
Lock in D, Greece. It's all Greece to me, correct for $1,000. South coast of Greece, in fact, near the ancient city of Sparta. Joe, cool your jets for a minute, mate. We're 10 questions away from $1 million. We'll do it right after the break on the hot seat. 10 questions ago for $1 million. Joe Hanson's a musician. He plays in a punk rock group called The Clowns. He's from Elstonwick in Victoria. Erin's doing media studies, his girlfriend of 3 years. Good on you, Erin. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Eddie.
Here we go for $1,500. Where Everybody Knows Your Name is the theme song to which TV series? A, Full House. B, Cheers. C, Family Ties. D, Murphy Brown.
Well, it's a little bit before my time, but I've seen the reruns of it. It's not Full House, not Family Ties, not Murphy Brown. Gonna have to lock in B, Eddie, Cheers.
Cheers is locked in. Might be before your time, but it's a good show, though.
Oh, it's all right.
You got it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you did, for $1,500. 9 questions for $1 million. Here we go for $2,500. The northwest bearing on a compass corresponds to how many degrees? A, 45, B, 135, C, 315, D, 345.
Northwest bearing on a compass. So I'm thinking straight up is 0, then go 45, then 90, think, but I might go the other way, because that wouldn't add up. Or would it? Yeah, that'd add up. I'm going to lock in B, Eddie, 135.
You tell me what to do.
Lock it in, Eddie, B.
B?
Yep.
That way?
Yeah, I think so.
How much is that one?
Ah, I'm not very good.
How much is that one?
It'd be 180 or...
180.
Ah.
You got yourself wrong. You said that was 90.
Ah, yeah.
No, we needed 315. Yeah, you're going the right way, except you mucked it up, which is, it always is 360 degrees, obviously, for a circle. Take away an eighth or 45 degrees of the hole, and that's what you get. Never mind, Joe. Thanks, pal. Good on you, mate. Cheers, buddy. Hello, Jeff.
Eddie, how are you?
Good, mate. Good. 63 years of age, retired school teacher from Bendigo in Victoria. What school did you teach at?
I finished up at Castlemaine after being all round the state, Ed.
You were a member of the Guinness World Record-breaking team for leapfrogging for 24 hours.
In our younger days, yes, I was. 19 kids and myself went around the oval, 40 leaps a lap for lap after lap after lap, and we got there, but one old bloke suffered pretty badly out of it.
Was that you?
That was me.
That was you. Jeff's wife is Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome to the show. Good. They've been married for 42 years.
We have. We've
Gee,
done
child
very
bride,
well.
Jenny, were you?
6.
Child husband,
That's
I think,
it.
Ed.
All right, Jeff, come on. Win some money, buddy. 8 questions for $250,000.
Thanks.
The criminal, Fagin, is a major character in which famous novel? A, The Count of Monte Cristo. B, Oliver Twist. C, Wuthering Heights. D, Vanity Fair.
It's a terrific story and it's made a terrific musical as well, Ed, so we'll lock in B, Oliver Twist.
Lock in B, Oliver Twist. Did you ever teach Oliver Twist?
No, I taught some English, but lots of phys ed and history and stuff, but it's just a great read.
Correct for $2,500. Yeah, Fagin takes in orphan and homeless children to use as pickpockets, including Oliver, the hero of the story. Jeff, we are 7 questions away from $250,000. In 2008, Alan Stockdale became the federal president of which Australian political party? A, the Australian Labor Party. B, Liberal Party. C, the Greens. D, Palmer United. Alan Stockdale.
Yeah, Alan Stockdale. He was with the Melbourne Footy Club for a while, I think. He'd have to be a Liberal, surely. Yeah, let's lock in B, the Liberal Party, please.
Lock in B, the Liberal Party. He was Victorian State Treasurer alongside a bloke by the name of Jeffrey Gibb Kennett as well. Liberal Party's correct for $4,000. $6,000. Mr. Smee is the sidekick of which fictional pirate? A, Captain Hook. B, Captain Hector Barbosa. C, Long John Silver. D, Captain Pugwash.
Mr. Smee. Peter Pan. I'm pretty sure he was in Peter Pan, so it would have to be Captain Hook would have to be the boss of Mr. Smee. Let's lock in A.
A, Captain Hook is in and correct for $6,000. He's a genial Irish character in J.M. Barrie's play Peter Pan. All right, 5 contestants, 5 questions. Everyone's in the money. Jeff, for $10,000. Which country is the world's largest producer of coal? A, China. B, USA. C, Australia. D, India.
Wow, that's a tough one. Can't pass. China buys their coal from us. We hope.
Largest producer.
Yeah.
World's largest producer of coal.
No, I'm thinking iron ore. Let's lock in A, China, please, Eddie.
Lock in China.
Yeah.
They buy a lot of coal from us.
Do they? I thought it was iron ore, but...
Yeah, they do that too. They buy everything from us. China's correct, though, for $10,000. Because they're also the world's largest consumer of coal and producer and exporter as well. Now, mate, you're in your lawn bowls.
Yeah, I love lawn bowls, Eddie. Yeah, it's a game that I started playing when I was 18, which was unheard of in the 1960s. And my dad was a terrific bowler, and I just took it on from him and had a fair bit of success, which I've been pretty pleased with.
Mate, you're a member of the Victorian State 16 over lawn bowls team that won the Australian Championship in Perth.
Yeah, I was the baby of the team, and they actually picked me, and I hadn't turned 60, but I got in by a couple of weeks and we won the championship, and I mustn't have gone too well because they haven't picked me since, so I don't know what's happened to there.
And you played in England against the Queen's Royal Household at Windsor Castle.
Yes, we did, and we took a small group of people from Australia to England, and Jenny came along and had never played bowls, and on the first game was against the Royal Household. We were very short of players. She made up the numbers in our particular four, and would you believe we knocked them off, and she reckons she's had one international game and
that's
one
it,
win.
Jen.
So
That's finished now. That's enough. Well done. Hey, Alison, I think you might be out of business here, but we'll see how we go. We've got 4 questions to go for $250,000 next in the hot seat. Which of these Bruce Springsteen albums was released first? A, The Rising. B, Born to Run. C, Born in the USA. D, Lucky Town.
Boy, oh boy. I'm not a great... Oh, I do love Bruce Springsteen, but I remember going to buy a record of his about 30 years ago, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, gee, I wish you could.
Yeah, me too. The Rising, Born to Run, Born in the USA, Lucky Town, Bruce Springsteen, E Street Band. Holy dog, I wasn't born to run, I don't think, Lucky Town. I've never heard of it, so let's lock in D, Lucky Town. Never heard of it.
Lock it in?
Yep. Yeah, lock it.
Final answer?
Obviously not. The Rising, eh?
Don't matter, it's locked in.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's not The Rising.
Good.
Not Born in the USA.
Oh, no.
It's Born to Run, yeah. 1975, that was the one you were buying.
It's a long time. On the record club, they used to sell to people, yeah.
Yeah, 1975. Rising was 2002.
Yeah.
Born in the USA, 84. Lucky Town, 92.
Fantastic.
Good on
Thank
you, Jeff. Well played, buddy.
Great fun.
Thanks, mate. Hello, Michelle Lopez.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
41 years of age from Bentley in Victoria. You're a practice manager for a family law firm.
That's right.
That's the way. How long have you been there for?
6.5 years.
Good stuff. Scott is your husband of 5 months. Hi,
Yes.
Scott.
Hi, Eddie.
Welcome aboard. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's the way. Viv Richards was staying at your hotel.
Yes.
On your wedding night.
Yes.
And you got a photo with him.
I did, yes. Well, we both did, but my photo with him ended up in the album and Scott's didn't.
Is that right? Not on the first page, I hope.
No, I left it to the end.
Yeah. Vivian Isaac Alexander Richards.
Love him.
He's sensational.
He
So
is.
Vivian, of course, coach with the Melbourne
Yeah,
Stars.
yeah.
Who we all love, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
yeah.
don't we all love the Melbourne Stars? This wouldn't have been a great idea given the fact you're at a Catholic school run by nuns. On your last day of high school, you and your friend dressed up as a pregnant nun on roller skates.
Yes, I did.
That wouldn't have gone down well, I wouldn't have
No,
thought.
it didn't.
No.
Being a bit of a rebel there on the last day.
Slightly a rebel. Did you? Obviously, you had your all your credentials signed off before
Yeah,
you did
it was
that.
done. It was done by then.
All your
so-
references done. You saw Rod Stewart one day walking down Rodeo Drive in the US.
Yeah, years
in
ago
LA.
we did. Yeah, back when he was still with Rachel Hunter.
Yeah.
My friend and I were just walking down, and after we'd been to the Beverly Wilshire Hotel, where Pretty Woman was
Yes. Shot.
shot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and we just went, oh my God, look, some stars, and that was
Did
funny.
you say hello to you?
Oh yeah, we kind of went, oh hi, but they kind of just kept walking.
Yeah,
so.
fair enough, for sure. 3 to go for $100,000. You ready?
Thank you, yes.
Here we go for 20 grand. One of Australia's highest paid athletes, Grant Balfour, plays for which major US sports league? A, baseball. B, basketball. C, football. D, hockey.
Gonna be a guess, but I think I'll pick A, baseball, please.
Lock it in.
Yes.
In. Correct for $20,000. So, Darren, I think you're out, mate. Yeah, he's a pitcher with the Oakland Athletics, the Oakland A's. Gets paid around $5 million for pitching a ball in the baseball. Right, here we go. If you get this one right, Michelle, you get $1,000 and then a free hit at $100,000. Get it wrong, Jane, up you come for $50,000 cash. Here it comes. Which of these is not one of the periods of Earth's geologic time called an epoch? A, Geocene. B, Pliocene. C, Holocene. D, Miocene. An epoch.
I I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. I'll just go D, Miocene.
Lock it in.
Yes.
Just having a guess here, aren't we?
Yeah, I am.
Lucky guess.
Really?
No, I'm saying.
it is. Hopefully it's a lucky guess.
All right, let's go. It's a guess.
Yeah, it's a guess.
Unlucky guess.
Oh.
No, we needed A, GS. Yeah. We've been in the Holocene epoch, though, for the last 11,700 years, if that makes you any happier.
No,
No,
really?
I didn't think so. Thanks, Michelle.
Eddie.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Jane. Congratulations, Jane Batomsky. You've won $1,000. 25-year-old history PhD student, unintentional housewife, as she says, married to Eli since September 2013. If you get the next question right, you win $50,000 cash.
That sounds good.
Here we go for 50 grand. The 1999 film 10 Things I Hate About You is based on which of William Shakespeare's plays? A, The Tempest. B, Twelfth Night. C, The Taming of the Shrew. D, Love's Labour's Lost.
Lock in C.
Lock it in?
Yeah.
Locked in. No mucking around. Eli's your husband. Hi, Eli.
Hello, Eddie.
How are you?
Pretty happy.
Why are you pretty happy?
I know the answer.
You know the answer?
Yep.
How come you know the answer?
Because we did it at a school quiz on Wednesday.
What? Really?
I didn't know that.
Seriously.
Was she there?
I like the
No.
movie.
You weren't there. You were there,
I
but
was
she
there.
wasn't.
Yep.
How do you know the answer?
I like the movie.
Oh, do you really? Well, you saw it at the school trivia night.
Yep.
You saw the movie. William Shakespeare wrote it. It was called The Taming of the Shrew, and you've won $50,000.